Okay, so yesterday we learned how to convert decimals into fractions, and this is just a review of what we did yesterday. Also, let me give you a hint. Tomorrow's quiz looks like exactly like this. There are 3 problems that it's 3 decimals you have to convert into fractions. That's it. That's the whole quiz. Yep. Only 3 problems. So I would recommend trying to get this into your head so you get a good grade on the quiz, okay? What are you doing?
She's bored of this class.
Okay.
She just wants to get out and blow the whole school up.
She'd say that right now. It's very unhelpful.
Okay, what's the first step in converting a decimal to a fraction?
It's going to be 100.
I heard Kelly say it. Finding the place value. So we do that by finding the last digit, which is 5. I'm going to underline that and draw my little arrow. And I heard Kaylon said it's the 100th place. I think you said
I'm going to
100.
borrow some printed paper. I already done with this.
What are you borrowing it for? No, we're not drawing right now, Mike.
Yeah, you need to wait.
I'm already done.
Every day we go over this. It's a class. It's not good.
So this is the 100th place, right? It's a portion of 100. So I'm going to write 100 and then my THS. And step number 2 says we write a fraction, right?
It's going to be 35 all the way.
35 over 100. So you write the decimal without the decimal point as the numerator, and then you write the place value as the denominator over 100. But what's wrong with this? It's not simplified. That's right, yeah. So remember, we can only reduce by either 2 or 5, right? And since it ends in a 5 and it doesn't end in an even number, we have to divide the top and bottom by 5. Okay? Which you can do this in your calculator, but I don't have a calculator with me. 35 divided by 5 is 7, and 100 divided by 5 is 20. Can that be reduced anymore? It can?
No.
No, 7's a prime number, right? 5 doesn't go into it, and 2 doesn't go into it. So then you're going to box in your answer. That's it for the first one. So that's like exactly what your quiz looks like. Okay? It's going to be different numbers, obviously, but those are the exact steps you need. Next one, I'm going to find the last digit. Underline it. That's right, Daisha. Thank you. The 6 is in the 10th place. And I'm going to write my fraction. Cody, what's my numerator?
16.
16. Thank you, Cody. And AJ, what's my denominator? 10, yeah. So, again, one more time. I wrote the decimal without the decimal point as the numerator. The place value is the denominator. What's wrong with this? It's not simplified. What goes into it? 2. Yep. 16 divided by 2 is what? 8. 10 divided by 2 is what? 5. And that cannot get any smaller. And the last one, Jaden, what do I put on top? Actually, I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm going to underline the 2. That is in the what? What is it? You're close. Thousands. Yep. So we go tenths, hundredths, thousandths. So I'm going to write 1,000ths. And Jaden, what's my numerator? If we're writing the decimal without the... Yep, 612. Perfect. And Mackenzie, what's my denominator? Yeah, 1,000. And then that can be reduced, right? By 2. 612 divided by 2 is 306. 1,000 divided by 2 is 500. Someone want to punch that into their calculator so I don't have to do this a bunch of times? 153. Just kidding. I finished. Okay. You got a whole different number? Why don't I put a comma in between my number?
Look at my worksheet.
For today? Yes. So I'm going to put the notes on Google Classroom right after this selection. Do you want the note sheets? No. Do you want the note sheets?
No.
Okay. Alright. See you tomorrow then?
I'm gonna be here. I just didn't have nothing to do first hour.
Did you want today's worksheet or yesterday's?
Today's.
Okay. All right. David, could I see your calculator real quick? Thank you. So this is what I got for my reduced answer. 153 divided by 250. Oh, darn it. 250 equals 0.612. And that's what you can do to check to make sure you got the right answer. Okay? And box it in. And that's it. Do we have any questions? Nothing? All right, go ahead and pass your openers up and down to Cody, please.